When you detain Nnamdi Kanu, you detain IPO. When you detain Nnamdi Kanu, you detain Biafra. Then how then do you expect election to be home in Biafra? You have already closed Biafra and you are talking about having election in Biafra land. How possible is it going to be? It's not going to be possible. There will be no election. Rather, there will be sit at home. And if there is anything called sit at home on the day of Nigeria election, it is not the fault of the Biafrans, but the fault of Nigeria, because it's Nigeria that said we should sit at home. If you want to even cast election in Biafra land, but by the way, first and foremost, I want to ask a question. Will you leave your country, go and contest for election, do election, organize election in another country? I'm asking a question. Biafra is a country of its own. Believe it or you leave it. Take it or you leave it. I don't bloody care. But I am telling you the reality of the show. Biafra is a nation. It's a sovereign nation of their own. They are not Nigeria. This is Nigeria election. Let Nigeria conduct their election in Nigeria, but not in Biafra land. So if Kanu is not free, or if Kanu is free, Nigeria election remains in Nigeria and it remains Nigerian things. And Biafra land remains Biafra land, is not Nigeria. So Biafra has no business. Their land has no business. Their people have no business with the Nigeria election. So the days of our election in Biafra land, we know it. And when that day comes, we conduct our own election, of which we don't need Nigerian help for us to conduct our election. So we will conduct our election in our own way, in our own perfect way, not the way of corruption, not the way of bribery, not the way of do or die, not the way of, in a criminal form, rigging, passing through window to become presidents, become senators and what have you. That is Nigerian system. But in Biafra, we don't run such system of government.
How so sure are you that Biafra is going to come into existence?
Excuse me, am I not existing? I'm an IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. I'm in existence, so Biafra is already in existence. My father is in existence, so Biafra is in existence. Master Nnamdi Kanu is in existence, Biafra is in existence. Simon Akpan is in existence, Biafra is in existence. Oraboze is in existence, Biafra is in existence. Chris Nwagu is in existence, Biafra is in existence. Nwosu, Rachel Nwosu is in existence, Biafra is in existence. Ima Powerful and the likes of them are in existence. Why are you asking me how am I sure that Biafra is good when we are already in existence? Or don't you know that as we stand now, over 501 Europeans, lawmakers are now partnering? Didn't you hear the latest? Are you deformed so that I can inform you? Are you not aware what Putin is about doing in Biafra land? If Biafra is not in existence, can Putin come and be doing such a thing? I'm asking. You know the distance between Biafra land to Russia? That means Biafra is in existence. So Biafra is already in existence, and we exist and we continue to exist. So nobody, not even Nigeria, not even Tinubu, not even the caliphate of the Fulanis can stop our existence. Are you hearing me? See, the election that they are conducting, they are planning or they are programming or they are, listen, that is Nigerian thing, Nigerian affair. It is not our business. We are running our package, a better one, a package whereby the whole Africa and the world will begin to copy and learn. For those who want to learn good things, I'm not referring to Nigeria anyway. because Nigeria never like anything good. Nigeria want to remain in darkness, and that is why they accepted a name called Nigeria that don't have a meaning. Because if I should ask you, Mr. Anko, what is the meaning of Nigeria now, you don't know. The next thing you begin to give me paraphrases. You begin to paraphrase Nigeria. You do, because you don't really know the meaning of Nigeria. Because Nigeria means dark, darks. Nigeria is darkness. You understand? And as you are now, if I should ask in your dialect what is the meaning of Nigeria, it doesn't have meaning. So, and so it is.
But there are some kind of disagreements over the leadership of IPOB. Don't you think this division will further cause the delay of IPOB?
No, point of correction, there is no division and there is no fraction. Things are running as it's supposed to be, because when everybody that assume any office, you understand? For example, now I want to give you this as an example. Who was the president of Nigeria before? Muhammadu Buhari. And Muhammadu Buhari was alive when another president emerged. And another president was there before Muhammadu Buhari. So it is. Are you getting it? So it is. So our own is not going to be different. Why is people reasoning Biafran things in a negative way? So you serve. After serving, you step aside for another one to step up. If we like your service, we vote for you to continue. If you don't like your service, you get out. Or maybe your days have expired. Buhari served 8 years and he go. Do you understand? Likewise, every other personnel. So in their own case in Biafra, they serve their own tenure. They need to step down and step aside for others to assume office. So any language you people are using, you people should stop it. You people should stop ridiculing Biafra. You people should stop using all this sentimental mentality of yours to spoil the image of Biafra. They have served and they have gone. Another set have come up with power.
All right, so what is Chris Wago doing presently now to champion this cause of Biafra? What should Biafrans expect, or what is he doing that Biafrans should be happy about?
Yes, Biafrans before now they have been, living happily, and they have been happy people. So now, so far so good. Just assume office, and with the step which he took, for now, it's impressive, it's encouraging, it's advisable, and it's highly welcome. For him, traveling all the way to go and represent Mars himself, and which Mars himself have given the audacity to the EU and to the UN that whatsoever signature, any kind of conference, any kind of meeting, any kind of organization that Wabo appears, or the leader the Biafra, that Wabo should be recognized, and whatsoever he says is what Mazi is saying, and that is what Biafra is saying. Whatever he signed is what Mazi signed, and that is what Biafra signed. So we are on his side, and he's making waves. The other time he was in US to see Donald Trump. He had a meeting with Donald Trump, not just only Donald Trump, with the other parliament, with the other department that is necessary for the struggle. That is so important, that have interest, that pick their interest on our struggle. So, and he has been able to meet one or two personalities, and important things are, discussed. And you don't expect me to come here and begin to tell you he do this, he does that, or he signs so and so. No, but I'm here to tell you that we are in progress, and the young man is doing wonderfully well.
So what would you say about Nnamdi Kanu's release now?
Nnamdi Kanu release, I told you that Nigeria doesn't have the capacity to free him, because they themselves, it's on their neck, they are afraid. The people that will free Nnamdi Kanu is the people that will free Biafra. And the people that will free Biafra are the people that have been coming for Biafra. And this thing that I am telling you is something that you can go and Google and do your research on your own. Over 501 law EU makers are now approving and recognizing the genocide, the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. They are pushing on it, and they have seen it that of the truth, Nnamdi Kanu is not lying. He stood in truth, which in no distant time he will regain his freedom, and Biafra will finally have their way out of this country.